What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Eats Reviews, and I watched Footloose from 1984, the original Footloose with Kevin Bacon, with the tagline, "The music is on his side." Okay, yeah, I know about the famous scene from Footloose, and I've kind of seen Footloose, not in a movie format, but as a school musical. So I kind of knew about the story, but it's definitely over 10 years ago, so I don't really count it as I've seen Footloose. So this is the first time I obviously seen Footloose. And this movie was just not for me, actually. But let's just start with the movie, shall we? We're in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and we see a bus. They're driving in the distance. We get some different shots of the town, while we hear a preacher preach. We're giving a lecture. We're now inside the church, and we see the preacher who is talking to the crowd, and they're all, eating it up, like it's spoon fed. And after the lecture, after church, we see Vi outside. Vi is the wife of the preacher. We see her outside, talking to some people, and I say goodbye, probably for this week, again next week, next Sunday. She walks up to the preacher, and who's talking with Miss McCormack. Not from Kenny. No, it's not Kenny McCormack. No, this is Ren McCormack's mother, who's standing next to her. The preacher sees her. Says, "Oh yeah, this is my wife. This is Miss McCormack. This is, Ren, her son." And we're gonna leave it at that, because if you don't know what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself. It's lively outside today. Like I said at the beginning, this movie was just not really for me. First of all, that town, I fucking hate that town. Really? No dancing? Oh, the music is the devil for. Just like back in the day. Well, it was 1984, so it was probably around that time, and obviously in a small town, so it makes sense. But and then not even rock and roll, no, just normal dance music. Oh no, ooh, Jesus Christ, I'm glad that I don't live, through that kind of time, because that's the music that I listen to today. I probably would be locked up, slam metal with unspeakable voices, because they basically make sound and not lyrics, So, there was twice the same girl, the daughter of the preacher. She is such a stupid bitch, The first time there was a car and a kind of pickup truck, and they were both driving next to each other, and she climbed out of the window of the car, then threw a bag inside the pickup truck, which was driven by another friend of her, and then she stood in between the two vehicles while driving, while they both were riding, and a truck, and I mean a truck, came, came on the road, and what does she do? She just keeps standing there. Whoa, yeah, whoa. If he didn't pull her inside his pickup, she would have been dead. The second time was when she was standing in the middle of the tracks. And a train was coming, and what she was doing, ah! And if Ren, played by Kevin Bacon, didn't jump and to get her off the fucking tracks, she would have been dead again. What the fuck is wrong with her? Nah. And yes, I get out of this town. Just like a bit like Pearl, which we've done, that movie which we've done, at the beginning of this channel. She's also such a stupid bitch, Don't get a girl like that. They get you killed. Well, they get themselves killed. There was also a scene where the preacher was at some home or something. I don't know where he was, but there were all women sitting at the table, and it was, maybe an elderly home, who knows, and he was, saying his speech, and there was cakes set in front of them, and then when he said, why don't you have some cake? They immediately, grabbed the fork, and within a second they had cake in their mouth. They ate it like vultures. Jesus Christ, like they never had a piece of cake before. What the fuck was that? Like they'd never seen cake before. Jesus. Never seen cake before, like they haven't been fed in 3 days. What the fuck was that? But overall, it was, also the dancing scene, that famous dancing scene, kinda gay. Everybody, lets go of anger in their own way, but, you drive to a kind of abandoned area, whatever there's, play loud your music, and then you start dancing. Kinda gay. It's kinda gay. But like I said, this was kind of a good movie, but it was just not my kind of movie. I would still give it a 4 out of 5, but it's not my movie. And also when he came to town, oh yeah, look at he's so cute. Kevin Bacon, cute, really? No. He looks more like his name, Bacon, a bit like pig, a bit like a pig nose. But he definitely plays a great role as Sean in I think that was him in X-Men First Class. You know, he definitely played, yeah, that was him. A good role in that one, you know. So as a villain, he is definitely good, but I wouldn't say that he was really cute, you know. I would never say that Kevin Bacon, oh my god, he's so cute. Yes, he is maybe cute for the 80s, but no. That said, I'm gonna leave it at that. Leave likes, recommend a good movie down below in the comment section. Kevin Bacon movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, come join Discord. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow for Witchport. I think. I think tomorrow is Witchport. But yeah. And hopefully the 15th episode of the Twilight Zone. Otherwise you probably get on Tuesday or maybe Wednesday, who knows. But I'll see you guys definitely tomorrow for Witchport.